Normalize information, process, and stories around hosting your grief alone and together. I wanted to take all of the information and the distilling of the relationships that have formed, all the sadness and joy and education that I've learned over these past few years, zooming in on death, dying, grief, and loss, and put the basics of it out there so that anybody could be in their home with other people or in another container that they're part of and experience grief, whether through the death of a person or through the death or ending of something in relationship. They would have some resources for gathering and saying, let's do a grief circle around this. Let's face our grief around this together. Not fix, not solve, but it'll change the experience with it because it won't be a boulder that everybody has to push up a hill. Instead, it'll be another entity in the group that has its time and has its place. That is what I Let Die podcast is intending to do. Normalize, make easily accessible the information, process, and stories around hosting your grief alone and together. So listen in as we move through these experiences because I know you're going to need it. We will all grieve, but we can become more skilled grief tenders and not just be grief stricken.